Christine Williams Brewer, better known as Tina. And I'm here tonight to join you as you honor Tina as she receives a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Pittsburgh Center for the Arts. The making of Tina's quilts are based on her recollection of our family history and her genealogy research. My sister has asked me this evening to share with you some very brief information about our family history and some of our childhood recollections. At this time, before I go on, I just want everyone in the family just to stand up and be recognized. Just family members, please. I'm all right, come on, stand up. Thank you. First of all, my father, Arthur Jordan Williams, Jr., from Huntington, West Virginia, came from a long line of entrepreneurs, which included funeral directors, restaurant owners, attorneys, realtors, chefs, and educators. He attended West Virginia State College and graduated from the Cincinnati College of Embalming. My father was one of several African-American men in Huntington, West Virginia, who sued the Cabell County Board of Education in the late 1950s to desegregate the schools. This is something I learned about my father only within the last few months. Through his contribution to this effort, he opened the door for each of us to attend desegregated schools in Huntington, West Virginia. Both my father and my Aunt Helen, raise your hand, Aunt Helen, attended the segregated Douglas High School in Huntington, West Virginia, where Carter G. Woodson was once a principal of that school. My mother, Marceline Williams, came from a working class family. When my mother was young,
that we take people for granted. So I got to doing a little investigating, as I'm wont to do on occasion. And I knew you were bad, but I didn't know you were that bad. I mean, I got tired and ran out of internet pages and stamina just to follow up. To be asked to speak about community, and it's interesting because if I had to put someone up front to be emblematic of community, it would be Tina. It'd be John too, and you're to be commended for sainthood for putting up with John's containers. You know I was gonna get you, John, but this isn't a roast. So, but when you talk about guided by the ancestors, the thing about community is, and in the African tradition, if you paid attention to the libation ceremony, that it's an unbroken line. It's a circle. It's 360 degrees. And so it's the community of those who came before us. It's the community of those of us who are here now. And it's those who are yet unborn. And what I think is so fantastic is obviously the quality and the caliber and the subject matter of the work that Tina has given us. But the fact that it will be here forever, it will be a written, not written, but a visual documentation of a people now, a people then, a people to be, that she has made a tremendous contribution to all of humanity.
Ode to joy, to the trilling, honey-scented song of your mother's laughter, rising through the spire of your dreams like a heady, luminous wing of light, quilting seams of a sweeping, variegated brightness, rising in a spiral of the diamond-studded dust mote of your dreams and into the open-eye sky above your face, like the moment your lungs first got breath and held it there,
Tina, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.